Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Moraine. Noun. A mass of earth and stones deposited by a glacier. Palatine. Adjective and noun. Possessing royal privileges, of or relating to a palace. The lord of a palatinate. In human anatomy, either of two bones forming the hard palate. They idle just beyond a moraine of bodies and debris, unable either to help or to turn away. The waters of a glacial lake, visible in the distance, are held back by a glacial moraine. The easiest explanation for a series of ridges like this would be a moraine, debris left behind at the edge of a glacier's farthest extent. While you can get more than one moraine if a glacier retreats and stabilizes a number of times, this would typically occur at multiple locations running across a downhill slope. After leaving the grotto, we headed up the last few turns in the road and entered the huge mile-wide glacial moraine. Directly before me lie moraine ridges peppered with massive granite boulders, signifying colder times with more extensive glacier ice. We walk across a rocky moraine that covers the ice, past pools of standing water to an ice cave, the surest sign that this glacier is in big trouble. The entire slope was a terminal moraine, an area where the upper reaches of the glacier constantly spewed out its crushed debris. The next morning, we ascended a knife-edge moraine to a windy 17,200-foot summit of bedrock riven with cracks. The cirque showcases the work of glaciers, icefalls, waterfalls, and moraine, a landscape made even more intimidating by the omnipresent crack of falling rock. Possessed by a self-perceived palatine mindset that in his mind places him above criticism, how long before he cracks in public? With the floor now raised to the level of the palace, it became clear that the chapel was under ducal administration as a Palatine chapel. The Colosseum maintains the same hours as the Palatine hillsides. As Palatine, Archduke Alexander Leopold initially led a moderate government. The tumor had invaded the palatine portion of the maxilla. While symptomatic enlargement of the palatine tonsils and adenoids is common in the pediatric population, symptomatic enlargement of the lingual tonsils is not. The second branchial pouch gives rise to the palatine tonsil and tonsillar fossa. The dangling ball's full name is the palatine uvula, referring to its location on your soft palate. Notice how the viral outbreak is only affecting the greater palatine nerve distribution. They are characterized by a relatively large skull, small palatine vacuities, and variable fenestration on the palate.